Hello everyone, my name is Habib Abdallah. I'm here to continue reading the book's Night Entertainment. Here is the episode 12. The topic of the topic of this episode is the Madness of Kyauta. At night, ga Abubakar ga on his liaison talisman that was say to render man invisible. He went into the room where the boy slept. He smearing him with the magic preparation and with a pair of scissors. Cut off some hair from his head. He missing this hair with the preparation, washing his hand, and then went to the house where the neighbor slept, placing a hand on her, shook her. Zenobe, turn in her sleep. Get up. Is it your true husband, Ya Abu Bakr? She stared through sleeping, dimming eye. Well, like a hypnotizing. Because of Liazana, she saw nothing. His voice came in drawn. Listen to what I have to say. You have disgraced me. You have caused me untold suffering. Yet it was written that you shall pay for all this in this world. Your present husband took you away from me because he wanted a son. That son shall be a cost you. He left her. He felt her abruptly, and with his back again, the wall seeming to melt into the night. As soon as he was outside, he made his way to the graveyard, where the burying the hair of Kyauta, Zenobe's son. Zenobe awake soon, after trembling with fear. I have had a terrible dream. She screaming, going at once to make sure that her son was still alive. She found Kyauta fast asleep, breathing peacefully. Zenobe sighed with relief and went back to her bed. But morning found her still sleepless. It would have been silly to recount what she imagined was a dream, so she told no one about it. That morning, Kyauta did not come as usual to greet his parent. He got up and without washing his feet in the water, which his mother kept for him in the kettle, went into his father's house and took his shilling from the sheepskin. With this, he went toward the main gate. And when the guard questioning him, he said, "Where I'm going? What business it is of yours? I am a thief, but you have never got up so early. You have never spoken so rudely to us. Nonsense. Let me pass." She startling gate man shrank back and Kyauta swayed fast. He made his way straight to the bicycle shed in the middle of the town. And having paid 2 shillings, took cycle out and began to ride it aimlessly through the street. Zenobe, through the boys, had gone to see his father, while Shilin Shehu browed that Kyauta was detained by his mother. When Malam Shehu got up, he went to the bathroom, saw the unused water which Zenobe had placed for the boys, but not a sign of his son. At last, he went into his wife's room. "Zenobe, what are you doing there with Kyauta? Don't you know that it is time for school? Why do you keep him?" The woman came out at once and replied, I told the boy who was with you. Did you not send for him? The old man whistling, he went indoor, sweeping his large gown before him. Next he went to the gate and asking the men who were on guard whether they had seen Kyauta. Yes, we have seen him. It was very early in the morning, and he spoke very rudely to us. We talked that he was going to school, but it was too early. We were surprised at this behavior, and you did not stop him. Why should we? We talk you might have sent the godman tell him. Malam Shehu at once sent a man to the school, but there the teacher told them the boy was not present. In fact, the teacher himself was on the point of sending someone to find out whether there was something the matter with the boys. Shehu sent people all over the town, and at last the boy was found in the company of bicycle hairs. People known for their loose manner and feckless outlook often lied. He was dragging home, and his father asked him, why did you deceive the gate man? Why did you not tell them you were running away from home? He said nothing. Do you know who took 2 shillings placing on my sheepskin? I object to being questioning in the manner. Do you keep me in the house as a watchman? I don't know anything about your range. 2 shillings. Malam Shehu was surprised at this rude reply. And Zanobe tell him not to lose his temper, but to give her a chance to speak privately to the boys. She thought she knew how to set about it. She preferred his favorite meal, stew with chicken, and laid out a clean table. Kyauta was his room. When her message reached him, tell her that I will be there soon. She waiting and waiting. He had not come. So she sent the messenger again, and when Kyauta appeared, he looking angrily at everything she had prepared for him. With his hand, he felt the food. Then he facing her, his eyes blazing. The cold food for me. Am a dog? He gave one kick to the table, and all the crockery trembling to the floor, and was smashing the fragment. Zenobe began to cry. The dream of previous night came back to her. Perhaps Kyauta changed attitude was part of what had been revealing to her. She watching her son movement with some anxiety, but even then she did not notice why she sleeping outside the compound. It was later that afternoon when an unpreparated mob gathering outside Malam Shehu gate, holding a bleeding Kyauta before them. He stole my donkey, shouting a roguely dressing farmer. He gambling with and lost it. Now the man to whom he lost his soul got back to me. I want my money back. Without question, Malam Shehu paid the man his due and moved, departing in peace. He took the boy indoor and placed him under lock and key. One thing worried him. He was a man who hated publicity, particularly the type of publicity which these boys was bring him. He paid number of strong men to take his son to school and to bring him back when school was over. but even the school was difficult to control him. He stole slate from one boy and sold to another. He causing his friend father, and within the short time attended the school had been reducing to the less than half. The present were withdrawing their children be causing of Kyauta. Malam Shehu spent sleepless night trying to discover a way by which was could keep the boy under check. But every day the boy grey was all the medicine men he calling charge him fabulous amount, and after they had prescribed course of treatment of him, the boy grew rapidly. Very soon the villagers become tried to carry report of his misbehavior to the father himself. They prepared to approach the king. Because of all this, Shehu dare not appear in the public. He hid himself in his shame, and even within his own household, the two other women spent most of their time laughing at him. They are all giggling and at Zanobe and say, "Thank Allah, we have no children rather than have tape as children. We prefer to have none." One evening, Kyauta stole a bag of money belonging to his father, and with a ladder scale the wall around his father's house. He went to the drinking house, and platters praised him as he distributed the money to them in handful. The woman clung to him and played gentle music in his ear. He was disputing the last few shillings of more than £100 when three men entering the drinking house and seized him. They are dragging him back to his father. In the morning, Malam Shehu sent him under custody to his teacher. "I leave him in your care," was his message, since he was determined not to respect me. I cannot keep him here. Let it not be said that I kill my own son. The teacher placed Kyauta under strict guard, and when the boys not to study, it was determined in a guarding room. Soon reported come to Malam Shehu that his son was rapidly improving his behavior, but the old man was skeptical. Let him remain until he keep care of his madness. But Zanobe pressed him to release the boy, and aiding the teacher. The son was Shehu Oba. Kyauta was allowed to follow the boys, who went to the evening to collect fodder. The boys were cutting the long grass. When the madness again come over Kyauta, he turned to them and said, "Goodbye, I leave you in peace." He put down the carved knife he had been using and bolted. Malam Shehu's biggest heartache at this time was the fear that Kyauta might land him in some public disgrace that will involve his appearing before kings more than us. The prophecy of Malam Sambo came back to him. Will his son really prove source of ill luck and for him? 7 days after, he had let protection of his teacher. Kyauta appear before his father, salesman in the market. He greeted them trader and say, "My father sent me to you. We are holding a little festival in the house and come in, sit down. This this is a great honor, Malam Shehu." Some visiting market stall. Kyauta went into the stall, made himself comfortable. He said nothing about his intention, but sat quietly in corner, watching the customer come and go. Presently, tradesman excusing himself and went out. He had seen a man carrying a rare clock, which he had been wanting to buy for a long time. When he came back to the stall, Kyauta was gone. Well, he reasoned, I did not send for him. He came for his own free will. Why should I bother myself about his departure? He reasoned the matter so as to obtain money, which to pay his dealer every penny which he had kept there was gone. He suspicious at once went to the customer in the neighboring stall. He made the market police arrest them, and they were taken before the magistrate. The suspected men say they had seen a boy leave the stall rather hastily. They describe him minutely, and every word they say that the tradesman gave an accurate picture of Kyauta. Do you know this boy? Asking the magistrate. Yes, he is the son of my master Malam Shehu. How long have you known him? Can you vouch of his honesty? I have known him since the day he was born, and eyes for his honesty. Well, he is not the son of the wealthiest man in the area. So you think that because of his son of the wealthiest man, he cannot steal? I am sending a people at once and arrest him. Policeman dispersing in various directions, and presently those of them who had gone to the gambling house, returning with Kyauta in the present in their midst, they are found upon his person the sum of 10 pounds. Did you remove this money from the market stall? No, I did not. But you visited the trader today? I did. Where were you when he went away? You ask me annoying question. Are you trying to say that I stole something from him? Is he not my father's servant? Why do you not tell him? When you were ready to leave, I was not feeling very well. I could not wait, and you did not leave message. Why should I come straight to this house where my friend offered to take care of me by relieving you of the money? Kyauta was silent. The policemen were completely baffling. Listen, little boy, you are still very young. No one can send you to prison. Tell us the truth. No ill can come of it. The loss of the money is no fault of yours. You know that this traders are careless man Kyauta relented. All right, I took the money. The policeman got asking the trader how much money he had kept under the mat, and he say £50. Was that the amount you took? They asking Kyauta. Yes. And where is the rest? Have gambling it away. They took him and put him in the bedroom. Malam Shehu wept. He hear the news. I've always known that the boy will land me in trouble. He went out on the market and paid his tradesman £50. His son was releasing, and he took him home, placing him once against under lock and key for the 3 days. He gave him no food, no eat. But on the 4th, he took him a little quantity of milk in bowl. Zenobe monthly heart was touching. Releasing him, she began. I promised to take care of him. Malam Shehu refused, but his wife persisted, telling him how Kyauta had improved and how cautious he was. She kept on weeping and praising him day after day until at last his heart softening and he releasing the boys. Here is the end of the episode 12. So the moral lesson about this topic: number 1, Malam Shehu indirectly wronging Abu Bakr by taking Zenobe. Abu Bakr's fancy from him. Now Kyauta, Malam Shehu's sons, is the victim. Yes, Kyauta is suffering for the sin of his father. When he grow up, we should try our best not wrong other or sin fall on our children. Here is the moral lesson. So listener, have you listened to this episode? And I hope you teach something about this topic. Thank you. Keep subscribing and following for more videos.